Okay, hi everybody. Yes, I had a rapture dream. So I want to tell you guys about it. And I wrote it down here. So it was a little bit ago in June 15th, 2021. And to give you a little background, my family is, there's always happening in my family. Somebody's seen the departed or having a vision or a dream, and it comes true. So I've kind of been blessed with this since I was about 15 years old. And I'll tell you about that another time. But right now I just wanted to let you know about this. I didn't know that I could get on YouTube in 2021 and look this up, so I made copies and I've passed it out to about 200 or 300 people and 15 ministers and churches, and honestly, I have only been maybe 50% receptive with the pastors, but it seems like every single person has grabbed this dream and wanted the copy of it. So here we go. This morning, early I had a dream. So this is back in 2021. Okay, so this is what I was at this party at a neighbor's house, and it was all green grass. I was looking out of a great big picture window. And I didn't know that many people at the party, so I decided to go across the street where it was a little bit more peaceful and sit on a little bench, like a cement little bench. And as I was sitting there, the sky got dark, really super dark, and then it got light again, then it got dark and light, and this was like so pitch black. I was looking at my hand, and my hand, I couldn't even see my hand. It was so black. So I was, oh my gosh, what's going on? What's happening? So I turned around behind me, and I looked around the sky, and a hole opened up, like the sky split open, and there was white clouds, and like a host, though. They weren't clouds, they were people. And they were a little blurry, so I couldn't tell if it was angels or people. And in the middle was Jesus. He was wearing a white gown, and now I've seen him before lots of times, and so it was him. And he opened, like I said to myself, okay, I think I'm having a dream in my dream, and or a vision. So I was saying this in my dream, and I always say, if this is real, then Jesus moved, so I know. So right then, he opened up his hands outward, and he looked at me, and I was like, oh, and I like stunned, and I just popped up out of my bed, woke up. And so that's not all. There's two more parts to this. So then what happened was I fell back asleep, and as I was sleeping, it was either Jesus or an angel who had their hands to me in my dream to start with. And they took me up to another place, like it was not here, it was heaven. And I knew it was heaven because it was beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. The grass was so bright green, and there were children, and they were playing on a playground. Lots and lots of little babies that were walking and talking, 2, 3, like toddlers. And I was looking, going, how could they walk around? They're too little, and they're babies, and they had toys that were different. They were not our types of toys. Like a unicycle, a little tiny toddler could never balance and play on a unicycle. Well, they were over there. They were advanced. So I started asking the angel type person, what is going on? What kind of toys are these? How did they make them, and how are they able to do this? And then the angel person said to me, okay, you have to go back now. So I was like, oh, No, I want to know. But then I woke up. Okay, so that's the second part. And the third part is I fell back asleep again, and my first dream continued. Okay, so the end of the first dream, again, Jesus was in the sky, opened his hands. I was on the bench. So I got up from the bench and I was walking across the street and into a parking lot, which was like a Mark's store. And as I looked over, I saw an angel standing by the entrance of the store. And this was like a really tall black gentleman in regular clothes, and he was like blasting with like a horn. He was telling about Jesus, like he was saying Jesus is coming with his horn, or blowing the horn. It was something to do with this horn, and I couldn't hear that good, so I started running over to him. And as I ran over to him, he put this thing down, and he looked at me like, "Oh, did you see something?" And I says, "Yes, I do. I see it right now." And I pointed like up and backwards above my head. And I said, "Look." And he said, there's Jesus. And then this voice came, and it said, "I'm coming." So that was like Jesus was saying from the sky, "I'm coming." Okay? So what happened was this angel, I looked at him, and he gave me this like massive, tall, giant angel, gave me this trumpet, like bullhorn trumpet thing, like it was natural wood or something, like a horn, but not a silver or gold horn, like a natural wood, like animal horn. So he gave it to me, and he said, "Tell everyone." And I'm like, "Oh my, no, not me." So I just like looked around, and I saw people that were coming out of the store, and most of them were like my neighborhood, seniors with white hair, and like holding their little items, their 1 or 2 little items and packages. And they were literally oblivious to any and everything. And I was like thinking, can't they see Jesus up there right now? I mean, he's coming. It's the rapture, and you're not. They don't even know or care. So that's what I saw. And thank you guys for listening to my three parts to my Rapture. Oh yes, there's one more thing. So the way I knew this dream was from God was because there was flashing clock, digital clock with red numbers. It was 4:19. Okay, it was like 17, 18, 19, like the clock was flashing like a warning. So I tried to find in the Bible where it said something about 4:16, 17, 18, 19, and I found it. It's in 1 Thessalonians 4:16 to 18. And it says, "For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trumpet of God, and the dead in Christ shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore comfort one another with these words." So we telling these rapture dreams is spot on, okay? It's not like it's not in the Bible, pastors. I went to 15 churches, and half of them didn't want to hear. So this is spot on, and it is in the Bible. We are supposed to be talking about it in the churches. And we are supposed to comfort one another with the words. Okay, now the 19 that was flashing is just sort of my thing. And literally, you guys, I feel that this Bible is going to be added to after the rapture. And verse number 19, possibly, think about it, if there was a 19, what would it be? Okay? What would it say? I'm just saying about those kids, you know? All right, well, I got to tell you now one other thing. Okay, so my dad, now this is because I know for sure that this is going to happen pretty soon, all right? And the reason I'm saying that is because my brother is 70 years old, okay? And I am going to tell you that when I was 20, my dad had a dream about the rapture, and he said all his kids went up. All right? And my family doesn't live to 80 and 90. They die. The oldest one was 80, like 85, 80 something. All right? So 82 or 3, my dad. So he didn't say he went up and my mom went up. He said all my 4 kids and their spouses went up. Okay? So just to let you guys know, there's more to this story, but it's enough for right now. And so I want to let you know that it's going to be coming soon, that you should definitely be ready. Get ready and believe it. Okay? God bless. Goodbye, brothers and sisters.